Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Another day of building funnels, helping small businesses take over the world. I'm excited to be with you. I'm Keith with Profit Lifter, and today we are going to be building out a new Snap-on. This is one we started a couple weeks ago. It is our application Snap-on. This is going to be really good for all of you guys who are in the business lending space. This will be an application, a quick qualification, and I'm going to show you guys different ways that you can use this for basically anything you want, just with surveys, and then using this as a way to be able to segment people based off them filling out a survey. So we're gonna hop in here and start building and have some fun with it. If you are joining me, give me a hi. Let me know that you're hanging out with me. Love to hear from you guys. Before we get too far into it, I know I've been a little bit hit and miss over these past couple weeks, and I want to share with you guys some of the things that we're doing. October 1st is going to be a very big day for us here at Profit Lifter. We are officially going to be. You will start seeing some big changes, but I want to show you what we're working on, because there's some really cool functions and features that we're working on for you, and not only just for you, but also for your clients. If you've got clients that are looking at needing websites, needing automations, it's a great way to use your affiliate program with us, make some money. But starting in October, what we're doing is we're actually building out website frameworks here. So you can see the team is putting together the wireframe of what's going to be there. We're working on AI content that will automatically get uploaded into the site to basically automate the building of the site for any of our clients, anything. So with this, we're making a really big push towards automation, towards towards making it where we can roll out websites for you, for your clients, for anybody in just a matter of minutes, which I'm super excited about. But with that, there's a lot of big things that we're working on with that. That's going to really enhance what you guys are getting, what we're doing, all that. So I just wanted to share with you some of the fun. I actually just got this update from my team. You can see they're all in here clicking around and getting everything set up and working on it for us here. But yeah, so got some really cool things. And guys, for those of you guys who are working in the business to business space, or know anyone else who needs a website, needs automation, this is a great way for you to make some money with Profit Lifter. But let's get into building your application funnel. That's where we're at today. We are, you can see I am in our Snap-on application site. So what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to get a little bit more in depth. You can see we've got our loan application funnel here, and I think we had started building it. Yeah, we kept this real simple, didn't we? We did. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of catch up here, and that way you guys can see what I'm doing, where I'm at, how things are rocking and rolling. Hey, Jamie, glad you were here today, my friend. Hope you're having an amazing day. I think you're, Jamie. I think you're going to love what we're building here. Just a little bit of a precursor for you. Once we're done with this loan application funnel, we're actually going to create a pre-built AI ad that's going to dump people right into this loan application funnel for you as well. So some really cool things there, where we're going to be able to, you'll have the Snap-on to upload, and then from there, you'll be able to start running ads directly for people who are looking for financing. So that's the behind the scenes work of what we're doing here. So hope you enjoy. We'll definitely keep you posted on this. But let's take a look at where we're at. So what we have built out is we've got our funnel. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of the funnel here. And and when we set this up, we just kind of threw up the pages. We didn't really build anything out on these yet, which is okay. That's what we're doing today. So that way you guys can see this in action here. Sorry, I'm clicking through here. Some of these I'm going to rebuild this real quick. Slash credit approved. Okay, so what I'm doing on this is I'm actually naming this credit approved prequal. The only reason I'm doing this is because I imported some pages that we're going to be just loading in here to streamline this process. And guys, here's one of my favorite things about about the system. If you have something built, replicating it is so easy. Meaning that you can literally come in here and just copy and paste everything. Let's see, we're gonna go pre-qual. I may rename these here in just a second. Well, we're just gonna call it pre-qual full. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you like when we're building stuff. Daryl, man, you surprised me. I got all excited seeing your name pop up there. What's up, my friend? Hope you're having an amazing day. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're rocking and rolling. Okay, so we've got so we're cleaning out these pages. I'm going to show you how we duplicate this because guys, look at the end of the day. We have taken on a new mantra for you. Our mantra moving forward is teach an entrepreneur to give an entrepreneur a lead. They eat for a day. Teach them generate their own leads. They eat for a lifetime. And so that's what we're going to be doing. Is I'm shifting my attention to showing you guys how to build stuff out, how everything's working, how to use your system and get the most out of it. Because at the end of the day, this is your software. And what we're doing is just building the tools around it. So that way you can literally just come in and have everything set up and you can come in and do some slight tweaks. And instead of spending hours and hours and hours building out all your automations, your landing pages, simply upload it and then make a copy or however you want to go about it. And then from there, you can just jump in and really start making this work for you the way that we need to, or the way that you need to. Okay, so we've got all of these in here, and I'm going to show you this trick. I actually started building this for someone else, but my rule is if I build it once, I want to use it a lot. So we're going to use it a lot. So I have this saved. I actually have this funnel saved over here under websites. So you can see application pages over there. So some of this stuff is gonna have some information on it that we're gonna tweak so that we make sure that it matches your brand. We're gonna get it all set up for custom values, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna use existing. We're gonna go from the website. Now, when you create a page and it gives you this option here that says use existing or create from blank. If you use from existing, it's going to pull from all of your funnels, and we don't have any funnels in the Snap-on, or all of your websites. So if you ever notice, I always like just building extra funnels and websites and putting them in there for you. And the reason is because doing this makes it where you will have the ability to, you're going to have the ability now to go in and copy and paste and have what you need there. So that so basically just kind of takes all the guesswork out of everything for you. All right, so that's going to be our application page, and I'm just going to load these in real quick, and then we're going to go down. I'm actually just going to do this first one for the moment. Okay, so that's our sales page. Okay, and we need one more. Okay, and we're going to call this pre-qual purchase confirm. I'm going to show you what we're doing. This may not make a lot of sense to you just yet, but basically what we're doing here is we're going to set up this application funnel that when I'm going to start for all you business credit, business loan people out there. What we're going to start with is we're going to start with just creating it where somebody's coming in, doing a quick pre-qualification for funding. From there, once they opt in, then we're going to try to upsell them to Fundability or any of the other products that you have. Right now, we're gonna build it for you Fundability partners because I love you guys and we want to make sure you're taken care of. So that's where we're starting with first. All right, so on the website, we got this last one, and it's going to be the order now. Confirm. Okay, cool. All right, so this is the technical work. Now, whether you're watching because you want to learn how to build an application funnel or you want to what I'm going to show you next is actually building out your building web pages, like what it looks like as you're building web pages, as you're getting in, designing different things. This is really what this is going to be for, is handling that process for you now. So that's what we're going to be working on here. Okay, hold on just a second. All right, so here we go. We're going to replace this with, I need to grab our custom values. Hold on just a second. Where did I put this? Where did I put it? I think it is here under my worksheets. Hey, there it is. Cool. All right, so we're going to come in here. We're going to grab brand logo primary. Yep, need brand logo, definitely. So we're going to put that in here. So we'll automatically populate brand logo. For this get funding button, we're going to make this our call to action button. And we want it to scroll to the element, but we want to change our color here. And so for this one, we're going to update this. And we're going to call this custom value CTA. We're going to add 2. All right, that'll work for that. Next up, we've got our background. Now on this one, I actually created this one to be, I created this background color to just as a solid, just a solid darker color. But what we're going to do for you, let's create another one. There we go. Custom value, primary brand. Okay. Brand primary right here. Okay. And let's hop in here and add that. Okay, and you see how it just makes that kind of disappear in the background. All right, now you can see this is created for lending, all the lending you need under one roof. So what I'm doing is I'm building a funnel that is specifically towards getting people to opt in for business loans, business funding. So we're going to start by finishing this for you partners. And then from there, we're going to strip it down and we're going to make it available for everybody. Okay, so that we want to make this our primary brand color. Okay. Icon color, primary brand. That's okay that it's coming up black for now. Change these to be the primary brand color. So while I'm here working, how are things going inside of your Profit Lifter account? Any questions? Anything I can answer for you guys while I'm sitting here clicking around on stuff? Anything that you feel like you're stuck on that you need a little direction? Always feel free to throw it out. These are very open sessions to, even though I'm building stuff, I'm still happy to chat with you and answer questions that you have, even during these, because that's what's fun, is helping you guys out and making sure you have everything that you need. All right, and this last one, we're going to change this to be primary background color. This one, I think I'm going to change this up a little bit just because there's a big variation in how much. The reason I'm changing this up is there's when you start building, when you're looking at like a lot of different colors and having a lot of different options, I find that it's easier to have the white backgrounds on stuff like this, because it makes it play well with all of the with any brand color that you put in afterwards. So that's what we're changing up now, is just making sure that all the colors look right, they do what they're supposed to do. Not our primary. Oh, we're gonna call to action. Okay. And this one's going to be black, and we're going to do the same thing here. Background color white. action, bold color, black. There we go. And one more time with feeling. Here we go. And last one. And this is the redundancy of website design and building, but it's okay. There's always got to be something that takes a little bit of time. And then this one, we are going to change this to, okay, make sure it's still scrolling to the survey there. Okay, and this should be our call to action color there. Bottom one, we're going to come down here and we're going to delete that, and we're going to change that to be your account name. And I need to come back over to here, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab our website URL. /privacy-policy. I have that open in a new window so they don't leave. I'm just copying that so I can just paste it over here for the terms. Conditions, and that's going to be terms. Current window, nope. New window, yep. And last thing I want to do is I want to make sure that our link text color is white, so that way everything, actually let's just make it that same gray that we're using for the other one. Let's use white because we got color variations that could be coming in here. Okay, cool. All right, now this doesn't look like a lot, but what we just did is we created this landing page. So now when you import this will automatically update with all your brand colors, your brand logo, your terms and conditions, everything right there. So our application page is done. Now you'll notice that there is a survey here that we are missing, but we will come in here and create that survey here in just a minute, because that survey is actually going to be where they come in to get their this is what they're going to opt into. So basically you'll like drive traffic to this page, they'll take a survey, it's going to ask like 3 or 4 quick questions, and then from there we're going to pre-qualify them based off of that. So the first thing we want to do is we want to hop over here. Let's change this up, make sure we got your logo in here. Primary logo, great. Okay, we're going to remove that image. We're going to keep the Funding Explorer software waiting for you for that image, and we're going to hop over in Canva real quick, and we're going to update. We're just going to grab this one right here. We're just going to take the logo off the top. That way, you got it right there. And download. No transparent background. All right. And let's come back in and add our image here. We're just going to put this under the relocated items, so that way it just fits. Okay, next we want to change this background color. So this is going to be, oh no, our colors are gone. That's all right. So add it again. So we're going to say CV custom value primary. And we're going to come over here, grab brand primary, paste, add color. That color already exists. Where does it exist? Okay, there we go. So this is CV CTA. Okay. Sorry, these are already in here apparently, and need to play around with them. Okay, well, that is the primary one there. Brand main. Okay, so that's our main one. That's our, okay, cool. So next, we're going to update our colors here. That's going to be the call to action. So when we're going to update our icon colors, match the call to action. And that should take care of that. This should take care of this. Oh, forgot to finish that last one. We'll update that here in just a little bit. And this one, I think I actually just want to make this background a little more gray. Just make this. Yeah, I like that better. I'm just going to kind of make this fit any color. Okay. And last one. And bold color. Okay, there we go. Background, we are going to turn that into our primary background color. And we're going to do the same thing on this one that we did with the other one. We're going to turn this white. And we're going to make this dark text. Icon color should be, yep, should be that one. Background color white. And dark. Icon color, call to action, and there. And last one, or second to last one. One other trick that is a good hack is that when you're on, like you see how like I'm on this bullet list, when you move between the same different types of elements, it will leave this sidebar pulled up so that like that way, like this, if I want to, like, let's say I want to change I'm changing our background colors. Now, all I have to do is come and click on the same thing and it doesn't leave it open. But with some of them, it'll leave the, like, especially like with the icon, with the text colors, it will leave it open. So that way, all you have to do is like click on the one that you want and everything will be there. So it can really streamline your process. Okay. I'm okay with this. Let's finish this last one. We're gonna make this one our brand primary color. And actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of work here. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually making these global sections. The reason I like the reason I like these global sections, especially like when you're working on testimonies, reviews, blogs, anything like that that is like header. Ooh, missed that one. The reason that I like this, that I like doing this, is because what it does is it gives you it basically lets you create everything you need. Sorry. It lets you create everything that you need, but then if you ever need to change it, you can, all you have to do is change it on one page. Wow, I'm bugged out. It was weird. But all you have to do is change it on one page and it will automatically update it across all your pages, which I'm a huge fan. This is being real buggy. I think the screen share is messing with me. Let's refresh real quick. Anytime you've got something that you know you're going to use over and over again, I always recommend that you put that in a global section. Or if it's something that you want to be a little more not static, fluid. I don't do responsive, fluid. I don't know if that's the exact right word or not. But basically, what we want to do is when you put it in the global section, this lets you update it once, and it'll update it across all of your funnels or website. Now, one thing to know about this is that these global sections are only global for the funnel or the website that you are working in, meaning that if you go to your primary website, you set a global header, global footer, and then you go over and you create another sales funnel, that global header and global footer aren't going to just naturally transfer over. But what I have my team do is we'll actually like duplicate like a home page or something like that into the funnel, and then just go and set our global elements up front. So that way, as we're building, we have the same header and footer and everything. So that way, if we ever do need to update it, it's still a little bit more manual, but it really streamlines that process as you're going through it. So those are some tricks and hacks that you can use for streamlining your process there. Okay, so this one is actually different than what we did on the other one. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to global sections. We're going to grab testimonials and throw it right there. And next, we've got this down here that we're not going to use anymore because we're going to use our global footer, global section footer. Just throw it right down there. Okay. This we change to our call to action color. And call to action color. Okay. Now you notice I didn't start really tweaking the content or anything on here yet. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a couple. The reason I didn't is because this first one, the first one that we're doing this, yes, for the yes full pre-qualify. Let's just go ahead and throw this back in here so we can see. So with this, from here, we're gonna update the content based on the results that they're gonna fill out from the survey, meaning that like as they're going through the survey process, once they finish it, that it's going to redirect them to the page based on their responses. I love this because there's so much you can do with this. But what we're going to do is we're going to build it out for the first one. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you. We're going to just map out our process a little bit. So, congratulations, you, Sam. Okay, so first thing on this one, so this first page that I'm building is going to be if somebody fills out a pre-qual, they go through the pre-qual, and let's say they've got great credit, they've got income, they've got assets, they've got basically everything they need for a business loan. What we want to do is basically say, hey, congratulations, you can get approved for funding. And from there, we do want to make this where, like, if you get a pre-qualification in, that you're able to just send it over for funding directly right then and there without having to wait, without having to do anything else. And this can even be like if you have your own lenders that you're working with, that you can bring into the process. Congratulations, your funding is waiting. Then right down here, we're just going to say next steps, please. Phone verification, email, and okay. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just saying, hey, you know what? Congratulations. Based off everything you sent us, looks like you're going to be a good fit. Your funding is waiting. Next step, we're going to give you a call. We're going to go through the pre-qualification. I will warn you that if you do not call them after they fill out a pre-qualification like this, and let's just say you submit it to your lender, you're going to exasperate your lenders really quickly. Because what's going to happen is they're going to be getting all these applications, all these different things coming at them that aren't really qualified. especially like if you get in, especially if you're getting into um, if you're getting into running ads into this funnel, because you're going to get a lot of people who are just going to go through. They're going to kind of click it. They're going to submit their information, but then they may go back through and be like, yeah, let's try it again. Let's see what happens if I don't have good credit. So like this is an onboarding. This is a lead magnet. This is just a very quick and easy way to get business owners who are interested in getting a business loan, getting them approved and collecting their information from there. That does not mean that they are qualified or even pre-qualified. Like this is just saying based off the responses they gave you, they may be pre-qualified. But it's also a great way to be able to collect the information, pick up the phone, and start talking with people. Now, the next thing that we did in this, is that we basically took the financing. Well, let me just show you what this looks like. So what we did. Okay, so you can see what we're doing is we're starting to prepare them, going, hey, by the way, this is great news, you're doing well, but now we need to we're going to sell them not only funding, but we're also going to sell them. We also want to sell them fundability, because in my mind, if I'm selling somebody funding, I still want them to have fundability because the whole foundation, the setup, the everything, like all that stuff. So you can see like this one, we're offering 12 months membership, $9.97 if they get started. So now that I'm looking at this like this, I'm realizing if I filled this out and I landed on this page, that I would immediately start like I would not know if it was being submitted. Um, so I'm going to put we're going to say, oh, sorry, clicking buttons here. Congratulations, you're pre-qualified. And then here, we're just going to say, based on the information you submitted, you may be qualified for business funding. Okay, now I'm gonna, this is where I would like some feedback from you. I know there's about 4 or 5 of you guys hanging out with me on this live, so I want to ask you this. This funnel was originally built as a just a lead collection, just getting people in, getting as many people to opt in as fast as they can, as quick as they can. So my question for you though is, do you, if they get here to this pre-qualified section, would you like for them to be able to schedule a consultation on this page? Because I think that could be a great way of somebody who comes here and goes, congratulations, you're pre-qualified. Like, oh, I want to schedule a consultation. Let's see what funding I can get. Is that something that makes sense for you? Or do you like the idea of just letting it go into the CRM and then starting the email campaigns and working on it from there? It's kind of two different directions. A lot of that is going to be depend on how you're interacting with your leads. Me personally, this is going to depend a lot on my business size. Like if I've got multiple salespeople, if I've got setters, at that point, I'm probably not going to have them schedule a consultation, because as soon as this gets filled out, we're going to put it in the sales pipeline and have the team start calling it. That would be the way I would look at it. But if it was just me, if I was a solopreneur in this, what I would do is I would put the consultation on there, because I want to free up my time as much as I can. And so like when it gets here, I want to be able to pre-qualify them, or I want to be able for the people who are pre-qualified to go ahead and schedule an appointment. So what we're going to do, let's do this. I'm thinking through this. We're going to add a little bit of content in here to make this, sit a little bit better. We're going to help sell this process just a bit while we work on your funding pre-qualification. Let me introduce you to Fundability. Only software that gives you access to thousands of lenders and credit providers. Thousands of business lenders and credit providers. Let me introduce you to the only software Fundability. There we go. While we work on your funding, while we work on your, just call that pre-qualification, let me introduce you to the only software that gives you access to thousands of business lenders and credit providers, Fundability. Get funding now. Okay. So what I'm going to do for this first page, now that we have this mapped out, let's see, what else do we want? Man, you guys aren't giving me any feedback here. Give me some ideas. What are you looking for? Help me out here. You guys are just leaving me out here in the dark by myself. That's all right. So if you have any ideas, I'm thinking through this with you, but we need to, your help is always appreciated. Change that. Okay. So while they're doing that, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to duplicate this for right now. We're going to delete these top ones here. We're just going to leave that there. And the reason we're going to do this is because the more I'm looking at this, the more I love this idea of just having a calendar, just embed it right there. Okay, and it's going to have us set up a calendar. And since this is a sub account, or this is a Snap-on, it doesn't have everything pre-built into it. Okay, we're just gonna make a new calendar here, and calendar name. We're gonna call it an interview. Why? Because I don't have any other names to call it yet. Oh, I gotta have a team member in here. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, let's go back to our calendar now. Calendars will not, you can't set up a calendar without having a user in there. So that's why that wasn't working. So let's come back here. We're going to call this financing pre-qualification interview. And put that in there just so we've got a placeholder. All right, just set that up for 30 minutes right out of the gate. And make it 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Cool. Easy enough, right? Oh, look, there it is. All right. Next, let's okay, so what I'm doing here, I'll show you. This is actually just a design trick. So what I did is I put this calendar in its own separate column or row. And the reason I did that is because you can adjust the size over here, which sometimes like with this, the reason that I wanted to adjust the size is instead of having it full width, sometimes I think it looks better if there's space under it. Like, okay, look, here's what happens from there. Um, all right, and then it's going to go down here, and we're going to start talking about fundability, and then we're going to get, and I'll come up with another question. There's our testimonials. Now you notice one thing that I'm not trying to do here is I'm not trying to sell them. I am trying to sell them fundability because like when they come in, it's going to give them the pop up here. Um, we're going to say finance fundability. And some of the other things that we may do, I'm gonna take the price out of here just because you guys are all gonna have different prices. So we'll leave that to you to use how you see fit. And I want to come down here. I do want to take this exit intent off. Okay. People are saying, yep. And then okay, cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's come back in, put our custom values back there. Put our custom values back there. Okay. All right, we are rocking and rolling. This funnel is coming along nicely. Got about 15 minutes left, and but you'll see from here this is gonna actually move by a lot faster now. So now we're gonna come into the one that we've already created. We're gonna go loan application funnel. We're gonna grab this yes one. We're gonna import that. And now, because we took our time to do the first one right, building the rest of them from here actually becomes super easy. Because now we can just copy that first one that already has everything in there. It's already set up. It's already ready to go. So now from here, we would we're going to be able to just come in and tweak the pages. So instead of having to go through and redo all that work we just did, we're just going to do it once. Then we're going to use that foundation to be able to clean it up from there. So now we've got pages built. Okay, so let's think about this. Okay, I'm going to take a step back here, and I want to just think about this for a second while I'm looking at this to make sure that I'm thinking about this the way that I'm supposed to be. So when somebody's coming in, if we're gonna pre-qualify them based off of if they're full pre-qual, meaning they've got cash, credit, collateral. We have one that's just a credit approval. With that credit approval, I think I still want them to be able to schedule a consultation because at that point I would want to pitch them the credit line hybrid and work through that side if they've got good personal credit. If they've got collateral, they've got inventory, they've got assets that they can put up. There is financing there. So leaving that as an option. I kind of like that idea of having them schedule an appointment based off that. And the same thing with cash flow, like they qualify for revenue financing, something like that. I would still want to meet with them and talk with them there. And then this last one, I don't want to schedule a consultation with them if they don't have anything, because this is going to be our big pitch. So I actually think that the work that we did on this first one is going to cover all of them except for these last 2 pages. So that's good. That's what we wanted. We wanted to streamline the system, make sure that it's set up and it's working right. For the no pitch, this one's going to take a little bit more time, as well as the purchase confirmed. So we're going to come back to that, because the next thing that I want to do is, remember, this is actually built off of having a survey. So with this, we are going to hop over and we are going to build out a survey for this. So we're going to come to sites, to survey builder. And I'm going to cheat real quick. So don't get mad at me. I promise it's not a bad thing. But we are going to cheat here. We need to find our... I lost my other page. That's okay. Let me find it real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to import a survey that we already have built for this. So that way we're just going to make this, we're going to streamline this. Let's keep it real simple. All right. And looking for that one. Sites, surveys. And no, you don't get to see this is actually in, so you don't get to see it. You'll see it here in just a second. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Come on, magic. Look at there. All right. Now we have a survey. Now we're going to, we're just going to rock and roll through this stuff. All right. So notice it's asking a couple questions. How long have you been, let's call this pre-qual survey. So how long have you been in business? And it's going to ask how many years. Start up to 2 years, 2 to 5 years, 5+ years. What is your average gross monthly revenue? 0 to 10,000, 10,050, 50 to 250, and 250 plus. Do you have collateral to secure a business loan? Stocks, bonds, mutual fund, retirement, inventory, equipment or vehicle, home equity, or none. We could probably put an other in there, but we can come back to that one. And what is your estimated personal credit score? 720, 680 to 720. Now, we'll look at something here. Okay. And then collecting their information. This last one, we need to get rid of this phone number here. And we're going to come back over here. Dang it. Hold on. Here it is. Location phone. That's what I was looking for. And for those of you guys who are wondering what I'm doing at this point, this is actually making it, this is real simple. This is just my way of making it so you don't have to come in, add your phone numbers, add all the things all the time. It's really, this is what streamlines the setup so you don't have to get in here and do a bunch of extra work. All right, so we need to change these as well. Location website. Okay. This one. terms. Cool. All right, and that will clean up that. So now what we have is, come on, come on, come on. Pre-qual survey goes right there. Okay, I'm liking this. Let's just throw in a blue background so you can see what it looks like. Get funding for your business, over 1,000 lenders waiting. How long have you been in business? Start up to 2 years. Now with this gets tricky here because next we need it to go to a website URL. The problem is, oh, this one will let me build it as the next step. Let's go. But I don't necessarily want it to go to the next step. And we're going to keep it simple for right now. Right now, we're just going to have it go to the next step. That way, we can be collecting the information here. All right. The other thing that we want to do is now we want to look at, okay, so with this survey, surveys have a lot of functionality and a lot of cool things that you can do. Like one of the things that you can do is you can, like when you're in here, you'll notice that if it says start up to 2 years, you can come in here and have it skip different sections based on a response, or you can disqualify immediately or disqualify after the submit. For what we're doing, I don't think we really need to disqualify people because basically, like if somebody's filling out the information, again, we're using it more as a lead generation tool to be able to get people in, find out their needs, figure out what they're looking for, and then pre-qualify them based off that. So with that, now the other thing, and this is all right. I'm going to take a little bit of a caveat here, but this will be my last point for the live. So the other thing you see here, we've got a funding application that's built out as a form. There's a difference between a funding a form and a survey, which is very important. A survey lets people click and move through them and just kind of cycle through the questions really fast, which I find with that is it keeps people inspired to keep clicking and filling out information. Opposed to like a form like this, it's going to be all right there where they're gonna sit down and go, okay, here's the information and submit it from there. Now with the form, this is actually really cool. You can actually create different redirects based off of their response, meaning that we can go if gross monthly revenue is equal to or contains, and these are empty, so these are form fields. That's why it's not saying that. But if you're using radio buttons in here, you can make a form setup that, like, if their business gross monthly revenue is, and let's say $10,000 plus, then you would send it to open this URL. This is something that you kind of have to come back and fine tune after it's done, because if you try doing it up front, it gets really confusing, because usually you're not going to have your URLs already set until you're ready to launch it. Then when you launch it, you do a soft launch, get it live, get everything, and then come in and just fill in. You would fill in all your redirects. What we're going to do though for this one is I am going to leave this funding application in the form for you. That way, if you want to go that route and it's something that you want to build out, you're going to have that option to do it. But we're going to leave the survey for right now. And we're going to streamline this just a little bit, because one thing that's really important to me is I want to make sure that we're getting this out and into your hands. So for right now, instead of going through and building everything, I know we spent a little bit of time building all these pages, but I kind of don't care also. We actually just copied and pasted these. But what we're going to do, we're going to streamline this so that way we can get it up and going. and we can launch it, and we can you guys can have access to it quick. When you start getting into the redirects, the if-then scenarios, it's going to make it really hard to personalize. But what we're going to start with for you is we're going to get you this funnel here, and we're going to make it a really quick just a 3-page funnel that's going to send them to the application. Once they complete the quick qualification, it's going to take them into our redirect page that we have set up here. So this will have them schedule a consultation with you, and then obviously pitch them fundability and come in, ask questions, and move them that way. And then from here, the only other thing that we have left, and let me just check my calendar real quick, let's make sure. Okay, I got plenty of time. So the only thing that we have left is we need to automate. Like, what's going to happen after they automate after they complete the process. So you can see we've got this Snap-on loan app. And so let's hop in here and see this. Oh, this was the complex one. Man, I was building you guys some really complex stuff here. We're gonna simplify this and make it easier and make sure that it works. So let's start from scratch. All right, it's going to be called Snap-on application, and make it and filters. And we're going to say the survey is pre-qual survey. So that way, when they fill out the pre-qual survey, they're going to come here. Next, we do want to send an email. And we will work on a template email for that. Template 1. Put a little bit of content in there, so we'll save it. Pre-qual welcome email. Okay. Next, we do want to send them an SMS message. Nope, this is their first name. Thanks for letting contact, and we're going to go to account name. So this is going to say, thanks for letting company or Profit Lifter find your funding. Help you find your funding. Watch your email. The next steps. Okay, that's good enough. And then I'm going to have it wait for 1 minute. The only reason I'm having it wait is that I like giving it a little bit of time after something's come in before we start going in and like creating opportunities. But we do want to create an opportunity with this. There is no pipeline. Man, that's right. Let's see. Huh. I just had a really good idea. Sorry, I got quiet there for a second. My brain just went off on a tangent here. Opportunity Snap-on. Okay. So actually, so what my thought was is, and this is going to streamline things everywhere. This is more for me, but we're going to, instead of creating the opportunity, what we're going to do is we're going to create a tag here. And this tag is actually going to be, what are we going to call this? We're going to call this create. We're going to call this opportunity create sales. So that way it's an opportunity. We're going to create it in the sales pipeline. Okay, so my thought is this: instead of going through and actually creating a contact that is going to have all of that, what we want to do is we're going to create a tag, and then we're going to create another snap-on that when that tag is used, it's going to automatically create a sales opportunity for the sales pipeline. That way, instead of having to come in and create different pipelines for each of the different sections, all that, it's really just built in one time here. So that way, all we have to do is hit a tag, and it'll automatically create that sales pipeline. The next thing we want to do is I want to create a note here. So this is going to be, we're going to call this pre-qualification. We're just going to call it pre-qual completed. And now we're going to come down here to our custom fields. Dang, I don't know where these are at, right? Hold on, I'm going to come back. I need to come look at our, I need to look at our custom field list here. Business phone, business email. I'm going to get rid of some of these. Those aren't right. So what I'm looking for is the fields which are going to update my company generates. Okay, that's an old one. That's an old one. Nope, these are new ones. Website. Okay, these are the ones that we're going to get rid of. Don't want to create duplicate things in here. We'll put gross revenue, time in business. And that's not letting me. I was hoping I could bulk delete them there, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to. So we're going to manually do this. I know this is all exciting, but hopefully, like I was hoping you guys would be in here chatting with me while I'm building, but you guys are awful quiet today. But that's all right. I'll still chat at you while I'm working on stuff. That's the fun of this, right? Let's see, business owner credit score. We do not need that. Get rid of that one. Okay. Business credit score, we can get rid of that one. Business collateral, I believe, as well. Okay. And we are going to make one. We are going to make a folder here. We're going to call this application funnel. We do want that for the contact record. Okay. hoping we could sort this by the date they were made. That's okay. Age business owner. And we're going to move these to our application funnel there. Okay. Sorry, guys, just like keeping things organized. And I want to make sure that was set up the way or that we were doing what we needed to do without creating a bunch of extra steps in the process for us here. All right, we're going to refresh this and we're going to add this, and then it's only going to take a couple minutes. We've only got a little bit more work done before your Snap-on is going to be ready for you guys to load and start using. Woo! Excited about that. All right, pre-qual complete. Business name. Yep. Okay. Revenue. Collateral. Revenue, collateral, credit. Call it cash. Credit, collateral. The only reason I'm calling it cash, credit, and collateral is because that's how I learned it. And so it just seems more natural this way. So now you're going to get the pre-qual complete. You'll get their information, cash, credit, collateral, sent via automated response. Okay, so now it's going to leave a note in the system. It's going to wait. It's going to add a tag to create the opportunity. And then from there, we're going to, one last thing that I want to do here is I want to update contact field. And we're going to call it contact source. And this is going to be, we're going to call it pre-qual funnel. And the reason I did this is because now when we create the opportunity here, it's going to pull in that information from the contact field. That way, when you're looking in your sales pipeline, you'll be able to see exactly who's there, where they came from, all that funness that goes along with it. All right. And then we're going to remove from workflow, and we are done. We are done with our automation. See, we're keeping this real simple, guys, because the whole point of this is we want to get them in. We want to send them a welcome email, do the SMS, text message, leave a note. Then we're going to update the contact field. Then we're going to create the opportunity for you to follow up and call them. And again, they should be landing on the point where they're scheduling a consultation with you right afterwards. So that should take care of that. This application funnel, we are going to get rid of this for now because complexity breeds confusion. Complex things are not bad, but the more complex something is, the more likely it is it's going to break. So we want to make sure nothing's breaking. We want to keep this nice and simple and streamlined for you. So that's what we're doing for today. That's all I got for you guys. We went a little bit over, but that's all right. I've missed hanging out with you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Come hang out with me again on Friday. As we keep diving in, we keep moving, keep pressing forward, and we're all going to grow our businesses together and have a lot of fun. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. If you need anything, throw it in the group, throw it in the chat, reach out to us. However, send smoke signals. Always happy to help. Hope you have an amazing day, and we will see you next time. Later.